How's it, Aloha gang, and welcome to High Now Daily. I'm Kainoa Carlson. Happy Aloha Monday. What a great show we got planned for you folks today to kick off this very first week of February. In fact, a little bit later, we're going to celebrate Kalani Pe'a's fourth Grammy win. That's right, fourth. And you know, speaking of fours, how about 4 generations of island farming? How Kahuku Farms is connecting people to authentic farming experiences, plus partnerships to perpetuate Hawaii's community through culture and community-based events. Opportunities that you may want to get involved with and take advantage of if you've got celebrations that are coming up. Also, a place for our kupuna to find companionship, well-being, and purpose in retirement. This has got my dad written all over it. We got details coming up on the Honolulu Kupuna Shed. Also, how about an issue that's threatening actually 80 acres over there in Pearl Harbor? How you can help in the efforts to restore and refurbish and get rid of invasive octo corals. So as we mentioned, we got a lot to get to today, but we're actually going to kick things off right down the street over here in Kalihi. Natalie is standing by, and I got to shout out my brother, 2000 grad. My uncle is a 58 grad of Damien Memorial High School. Natalie, how's it going out there? I'm sure the people there are a lot younger now.
Oh yeah, they're a little bit younger. You know, we got girls here too. I'm sure it's changed with those days. But I'm asking everyone, you know, have you ever wanted to feel like royalty? Maybe not without the crown, but with royalty opportunity. So on February 14th, you could have the opportunity for it to be a monarch for a day here at Damien Memorial School, where you get the opportunity to get firsthand experience on what it's like and what makes this campus so special. And that's why we have our admissions director today, Britt Lemos, and principal, Dr. Puhiga, with us to talk us all about it. Thank you for having me here in person. I was at the studio last time with you guys.
Thank you. We're happy to have you here.
So tell me, what makes Damien Memorial just so special?
Well, we're a Catholic school, grades 6 through 12, both boys and girls. We have all of the major programs that most of the bigger schools have, except we have a much smaller community, so you're able to try different things. We have AP classes, we have a vibrant digital media program, we have a lot of athletic events and different programs. So we have everything that the larger schools have, but we have the ability to get to know our students really, really well. So that's definitely a benefit for our community.
There's so much going on. I don't know how, you know, these kids have such busy schedules, but that's the great thing being here at Damien Memorial School, right? But also for those thinking of enrolling their kids and wanting to check out the space, there's actually a tour coming up, correct? Monarch for a Day, right? You want to tell us about that?
Oh, of course, Natalie. So it's prime admission season, and we want families to know that we have a Monarch for a Day program that we initially offered to all the Catholic elementary schools, but we want to offer it to students coming from the public schools as well. And Friday the 14th, they actually don't have school because there's an educational institute that all the teachers will be attending. So we want families to know they can come to Damien. It's a half-day experience. They can RSVP online, and they get to tour our campus, experience some sample classes that a lot of our students get to go through. We'll comp them a lunch if they come, and there'll be an admissions presentation. The whole thing will be from 9 a.m. to 12:30 in the afternoon. So 9 a.m. to 12:30 in the afternoon on a Friday the 14th. Yep.
Okay, the day of love. You guys are already feeding people through their stomachs. No, that's a great point. This is a perfect day. If the kids are out, you know, if you're with your families, this is a great opportunity to kind of check it out. You know, if you've always been thinking about Damien Memorial School, so this is a perfect way to kind of check that out. So tell us also, what do you love about being president here at this school?
Well, as the principal, I love the community. The kids are amazing. The families are awesome. And, you know, the teachers work really, really hard to do the best that they can. Given this economic environment, you know, it does matter the kind of education that our students get. And so I'm very happy and proud to be a member of the Damien community.
There you go. You have to check it out. Are you going to be there also?
Oh, yes. Yes, okay. I'll definitely be here.
Oh, I love it. So even though there's going to be no school, you have a lot of teachers and a lot of coaches, I'm sure, like coming out.
Oh, we'll actually be in school.
Oh, you will be in school. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the first-hand experience.
Yeah. But the public school students, I think they're off for the day. So that's the chance they get to come and not miss any instructional time from their current school, but they get to tour our campus and experience what a day at Damien would be like. Yep.
Okay, real life experience. So if people want to come and check that out, where do you have to make a reservation? Can you just show up?
Yeah. We do want them to make a reservation because we want to make sure we have an accurate head count for lunch and also for the guided tours and for the classroom experiences. We're asking them to RSVP by February 10th, and it's just our website, damien.edu. Damien.edu. Yeah.
Damien.edu. Okay, tell us one more time, what can they expect on that day?
Oh, guided tours of our campus, sample classes that they get to experience that are very interactive. We'll give you a complimentary lunch if you come check out our school, an admissions presentation with members of our administration, and the whole day will be a half day basically. So we won't keep you the entire day of school. You'll get to enjoy your day off as well, yeah.
I love it. Come check it out. Okay, you have until February 10th to make the RSVP. Damien.edu. Check it out in the meantime. But right now, I'm going to toss it back to you, Kainoa, there in the studio.
That's right. Mahalo nui, Natalie. We're back over here in the studio, and we are going to be talking about generations of farming over there that's taking place at Kahuku Farms. We've got Kylie, Matsuda alum, and Judah alum joining us right over here in the studio. Very excited to have you, gang.
Mahalo, Kainoa.
Awesome to be here.
Yes, mahalo nui for coming down. Okay, I was just mentioning earlier, I've seen this product at so many different stores. So today to have you guys here and share the story is really nice. 4 generations. Kylie, let's start there. What is the mission behind Kahuku Farms, and how did this all start?
Thank you. So our mission is simple. It's all about connecting food, people, and Aina with authentic island farming experiences. So our family's been farming out on the North Shore for over 100 years. And our parent company is a wholesale business growing food for our local supermarkets and restaurants. Out of a need to diversify because farming is so risky, my sister, husband, and I stepped up as the 4th generation and created the Farm Cafe, which is a true farm-to-table experience. We're known for our smoothies, our pizzas, our lilikoʻi butter mochi.
Ooh.
And
Okay.
we're home to the first locally grown Hawaiian acai bowl.
Okay, right on. In fact, we actually have a few of the guests, the very special guests that are on that menu over here in the studio. Break down this one for us right now. This is,
Okay.
you mentioned this one a little bit earlier. This is the acai, but what's all this action happening on top over there?
So on the top of it, we've got our granola, some apple bananas, our lilikoʻi butter, and our mac nut crumble as toppings.
This is a full-blown situation.
It's a mess.
Nobody has got it better than me right now. I'm the envy of everyone in this building. What's the crumble on top? That's
our mac nut crumble.
oh my goodness, that's lilikoʻi love all over it. Judah, I want to go to you, man. We have so much happening on the table. Walk us through.
Well, as she said, 4 generations of farming started with wholesale market. We grow papayas, eggplant, going out to the local supermarkets. But a lot of that off-grade stuff gets served right on our menu. And we do pizzas and salads, and we do amazing other things. And what you see over here is something that people love. It's our lilikoʻi butter mochi.
I got to get after this too. Is this available?
This is available on the property, on the North Shore. Our cafe is open 5 days a week, serving right on the farm, delicious menu items. And this is definitely one of our most popular things people drive out.
That's what you want to see too. You see the sponginess, the texture happening with this right
yeah.
now. Lilikoʻi sauce, we got the butter mochi. What else we got?
So yeah, of course, we've got a whole line of gifts you can find on our website, kahukufarms.com. As you can see, I think it's got a punch of fun in there.
Right, you
and
should just put the sauce on everything.
It's good vibes, you know, and
It's
that's
good
the
vibes.
truth. When you get out to the North Shore, we do a great job spreading those good vibes with healthy food that's not only good for you, but tastes good as well. And then we also invite you on a wagon ride that we do as a tour, like around our 140-acre farm, which really just immerses you in the farm, really educates you on what farmers are doing to get out there and grow food that's going out to the local supermarkets. And we do a lot of really fun interaction where we actually crack open, I can crack one right here.
Ooh.
When
Now,
it's
what is
in
that right there?
season, you guys might know a little bit more about this. This is our fresh cacao, and we turn it into chocolate products. So we do a lot of really cool tasting on the wagon tour. And
Can we just go right after that?
please, go
So
for
how
it.
does this work? No, this is cacao.
This is definitely not something you
I'm
chew.
so glad I never grind before this. It's all working out for me. And
That's
what is
Nature's
this?
Jolly Rancher. Just suck on the outside.
Nature's Jolly Rancher.
Yeah, man. It's a little sweet, little tart, and it's actually what starts the fermentation process that goes into the way we turn this fruit into chocolate. Now
This
spit that
becomes
out.
chocolate.
Yeah,
That's
don't chew it.
Okay.
Just spit it out. We got a napkin somewhere.
I'll grab one later. Holy smokes, but it's like fruit. There's some citrus on there almost.
It's really unique. They call it the fruit of the gods. And Hawaii is getting really popular now because there's a lot of farmers growing, small farmers growing chocolate, and Manoa Chocolate does a great job making really great local Hawaiian chocolate.
Okay, and then what else do we have over here on this table? So we got papaya.
Oh, if you want to
So
dive
much
into
fresh-
that, this is our Laie Gold variety. We have little old ladies that will actually elbow each other to get first dibs on our papaya.
That's
on
when you
our-
know it's serious. You know, when
Well,
the
you know-
kapuna's just going at it for the papaya, that's when you know.
So this is something we send out through the wholesale buyers to all the local supermarkets. And of course, Zippy's is one of the buyers that loves to serve our papaya. And it's just something that is known to actually have more vitamin C than an orange. So it's a delicious way to start your day.
Very delicious. Kylie, I want to go back to you as well. You know, a little bit later, we're going to be talking with Hawaii Tourism Authority as well. And just about this whole idea of how we rethink welcoming people here to Hawaii. I mean, how do you think that plays into what you folks are doing over there at Kahuku Farms? Really having that ability to educate in a seriously, delicious way.
Right, so when we started our business 15 years ago. We did it out of a necessity, not realizing that it would actually become a thing. So for HTA to be promoting regenerative tourism, it's just so rewarding and exciting for us.
Yeah, super humbled to be a part of that HTA program with Kalani and his team. They really went out of their way to really spearhead something that's never been done before, and to be a part of their plan and to start to take Hawaii to that next level where tourism can become regenerative and be able to showcase what we're doing as a family is truly a humbling honor, and it wouldn't be possible without people like Kalani and his team.
No, it's fantastic to see it again as we continue just to look at all of these resources and places here in Hawaii that we love, so that when people come here, they don't just they take, but they leave, and they leave with something, whether that's knowledge or just delicious lilikoʻi sauce, which I'm just going in on right now. I also wanted to touch base with you as well about the idea of how you guys are growing for the markets and some of the people that are supplying, because how important is that connection as the farmer, the people growing it, and then talking with the stores about what they need and what needs to be grown?
That's a great question. You know, ultimately, the market really does have a lot of power. It kind of asks for things, and if you can provide it for them, they'll support you. And so I would say it's just whenever you can, find out what you're spending money on. You know, whenever you're buying local, you're supporting the local people that are out here doing their best to continue to provide quality local product. And hopefully that's what our brand Kahuku Farm stands for. So you can trust it. You know, it's an authentic local product that you can get right here from the farm. And we want to invite everyone to the farm. If you guys can, drive out there, perfect. We're serving lunch 5 days a week, 5 hours a day. It's a great place with great vibes and good food. And ultimately, it can change lives.
Absolutely. How do people do that as well? How do we stay up to date? More information? What is the website?
Thank
How do we
you
book
so
these
much.
tours to come on out there?
Absolutely. If you can't drive all the way out to the North Shore, like a lot of people can't, come straight to visit us on our website. It's kahukufarms.com. Come find your happy place.
I'm in my happy place right now. You're watching High Now Daily. Come on back. Cheers, you guys. This is so good.
Thank you
so much.
Thank
Enjoy.
you.
Thank you.
I promise this. How's it, Aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. Hawaii Tourism Authority is proud to launch its next round of Umeke community partnerships. Here to tell us more is Kalani Ka'ana'ana, as well as Tyler Gomes from CNHA. Welcome into the studio, gang. Very good to see you.
Aloha, mahalo for having us.
Thank you. Very excited to be sitting down to talk story. It's so interesting. We've talked to you separately, but never together. So when I saw you folks were coming in, I thought this got to be really, really good. So let's get into Umeke. And even for people out there right now who maybe don't know that much about it, what is Umeke and what's taking place?
Yeah, at its core, Umeke is our group of programs where we reinvest tourism dollars to benefit our communities. When I think about our strategy at HTA, you heard about regenerative tourism. We really want to make those investments in community-based nonprofits. And so these are the programs that you could apply to get funds from us to support your festivals and events, your natural resource programs, and Hawaiian culture programs.
Gotcha. Tyler, where are we at with the application process right now in terms of dates and how do we apply?
So the application opens on February 10th, so keep an eye out for that. And then you have until April 1st to submit your application for consideration. And this is for funding activities from July 1st of 2025 through June 30th of 2026.
Gotcha. Kalani, let's talk a little bit about some of the impact and how we're really giving back. I mean, things like the Merry Monarch and other very community and culturally based events that take place.
Yeah, I think it's a great example. So last year in calendar 24, we supported 158 organizations. About $7 million statewide was reinvested back directly to our community orgs. Everything from Merry Monarch, Prince Kuhio, or even smaller events like we have the Garden Island Boogie Board competition. So kind of really everything and in between.
Gotcha. And then Tyler, CNHA's involvement as well. You guys are basically coming in and really supporting these events as they take place, because oftentimes the thing is with partnerships, you know, sometimes it's like, okay, here's the funds, good luck, and best of luck in terms of how it goes. But really, this is a true kokua support from the very beginning.
Yeah, especially for the smaller organizations, it really doesn't matter what size or scale you're at. You are eligible most likely for one of these funding programs. So we encourage everyone to come out for it. And then, yeah, we do provide the technical assistance along the way to make sure that that funding's dispersed to you and your event goes off without a hitch. You know, there are some really great events that happen, one of which just happened this past weekend, which was lilikoʻi, which celebrates our very much living Olelo Hawaii. It's Olelo Hawaii month here in Hawaii. And so tourism dollars can impact Hawaii all over the place.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to echo that. Yeah.
Now, with even just having Kahuku Farms here as well, when we're continuing to think about these models, supporting local businesses and with what Umeke is doing, let's talk a little bit more, though, about these programs and how the regenerative tourism model, I mean, we can see it from the farms to the events that take place.
Yeah, I think for us at a HTA level, we're really saying we want to change the way we do tourism. We know it didn't work. We heard it loud and clear from our communities after the pandemic. It was the pandemic pause, and we said, we really got to change this. And so again, programs like our Community Tourism Collaborative, like Kahuku Farms participated in. We did 2 cohorts, one for community-based stewardship and another one for regenerative experiences. Again, to build the capacity of our communities to reshape tourism to how we want to see it.
Tyler, I wanted to go back to you as well, because when we're talking about with the cohorts in terms of what Umeke is taking place, it's big scale things like Merry Monarch, but even to things that took place this weekend, right? Because oftentimes people might say, I don't know if the event needs this type of support, but really this is something for, regardless of what you're doing, to impact the community.
Yeah, you know, a lot of the recipients are smaller organizations. And when you are a smaller organization, every dollar counts in trying to figure out how to pay for these events. And when they're that critically important, whether it's culturally and not just for Native Hawaiian culture, for all of the cultures that make up Hawaii, you know, we encourage everyone to just go to our website, which is hawaiiancouncil.org/kilohana, or our Instagram at Hawaiian Council to get more information, because like I said, you might be eligible for at least one of these programs.
Gotcha, and that's going to be the best way for people to apply?
Absolutely.
Umeke? And then Kalani, before we let you go as well, as we look at the calendar year ahead for HTA, what's on the docket, what's planned?
Yeah, I think for us, it's again, we've established this destination stewardship branch. I have the pleasure of serving as a chief stewardship officer. I actually just onboarded 3 new staff today, a Molokai destination manager and a Oahu destination manager, and we're really reinvesting and getting into community to make sure we're making those changes.
Right on. Mahalo nui, Tyler, Kalani, thank you for the time, and for more information about the program as well, head to HiNowDaily.com. We'll be right back. Mahalo.
Always a pleasure.
Likewise.
I love the friends that I've gotten here. It allows us to be really close-knit because of the student population, and I think my teacher well prepares me for college.
That's amazing, right? Because it ranges all the way from 6th grade to senior grade where you're at right now, right? So, but Sam came in as a transfer. So how is it feeling? Do you remember your first year here at Damien in the 9th grade?
Yeah, I do. Coming in 9th grade, it's a very welcoming experience. You come here, the teachers and the students really help integrate you into the classes. It's not a super rough transition, especially coming from a smaller school, Damien's size. It really helped not be overwhelming like some other high schools can be. Yeah.
I love it, really personal. And also, you guys have the craziest schedules, right? Student government, high achievers, they're both doing sports. So tell us, like, yeah, what are you involved in here?
So I'm the student body president, so we're both in SG. I'm in National Honor Society, Key Club, and Student and Music Ministry.
So what sports? Come on, you play some sports too. You guys are making states. So what do you play?
I do girls varsity volleyball and track and field.
Very cool. I mean, check out this track and field. We already have students already practicing back there, but if you see that crazy cool building in the back, you know, Mimi, tell us all about it, because that looks really new and renovated.
Yeah, so that's our Clarence T.C. Ching Athletic Building. It was built in 2017. It is our full-size weight room with shower facilities and bathrooms and lockers. And then it has a batting cage on the right and track equipment, and all our PE classes have classes there, our fitness and nutrition classes. And then it's also available for all students to work out in the mornings and afternoons. And it's also there for our athletic teams to use as well.
Oh my gosh, do they take membership? Because I want to work out there. And, you know, are you adding a Ninja Warrior course next year? I'll like be a student also. But tell us, you know, Sam, like there's going to be students coming in, touring around. Like, what can you say about Damien School that you like really love?
I would just say it's the students here. The students are really the most amazing part of what makes Damien, our interactions with each other. Everybody knows each other. It's like a family. 6th graders are going to know seniors. We're going to know people from all across the grade. So everyone just supports each other here. Yeah.
I love it. They're so supportive. But we're talking, you know, school first too. So Mimi, you're a senior. So you've been already been applying to colleges, right?
Yes, I have.
Okay, tell us, how many schools did you apply to? And we're going to make a national announcement right now. Mimi's going to tell you what school she's going to. So where'd you apply?
I applied to Northern Arizona University, Arizona State University, and University of Arizona.
Okay, so which of those 4 universities, did you get in on some of them, all of them?
I got into all of them.
Okay, so which of the 4 are you choosing?
I'm choosing University of Arizona.
University of Arizona. That's awesome. So you feel like Damien's really prepared you, kind of, because it's a very stressful process, right? You're doing your testing, all of that.
Yeah. So our college counselors here are really good at preparing us. We have official virtual tours here from the college admissions offices. So they come here, and our counselors really work with us, especially the beginning of senior year, to help us get ready and help with our Common App and all the stuff like that.
Okay, cool. Sam, tell us real quick. So what career are you planning for next year?
I've always loved physics and science and math and all that. So hopefully looking at East Coast for colleges and getting into something with a physics major.
All these monarchs are spreading their wings, you guys. I'm already proud of you guys. Okay, but for more, there's a tour happening February 14th. You can get the first-hand experience just like Sam here, just like Mimi here. So go to damien.edu, make those reservations by Monday, February 10th, and yeah, get a first-hand experience. So check those out. More details on HiNowDaily.com. We'll be right back, and you're watching Hi Now Daily. Oh my God, let's go right.
How's it, Aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. What you're looking at here is one of the many projects that get worked on at the Honolulu Kupuna Shed. But you know, even if a spoke is out of place and you need it to be fixed, then don't worry, help is on the way. We've got Bill Chismar over here and Frank Smith from the Honolulu Kupuna Shed. Welcome into the show,
Thank you,
gentlemen. Thank you very much for being here.
Our
First
pleasure.
of all, big fan of the work so far. All of this stuff looks really cool, but I want you to tell our audience and members of the audience out there about Honolulu Kupuna Shed, how this started and what's it all about.
Okay, Honolulu Kupuna Shed started about 7 years ago, and in Australia they have the Men's Shed.
Okay.
And the Men's Shed was a organization for retired men, so that they stay out of the hair of their wives and have something to do
Gotcha.
and stay healthy. And so the Honolulu Kupuna Shed started as a Hawaiian Men's Shed. It was the first one of the men's sheds in the United States, and there are now thousands of them all around the world.
Very cool. And how many members currently are part of the shed over here on Oahu?
We have 174 members.
174. Frank, I'm gonna take a gamble and suggest that you're one of them. What is it like being a part of it, and what gets worked on at the Honolulu Kupuna Shed?
Well, the main thing we're doing is woodworking, but I'm holding fast on the bicycles.
Right.
We get donated bikes, we refurbish them, put them up on Craigslist to support the shed, or if we can find the right person, we donate them. A lot of homeless people have received bikes courtesy of the Kupuna Shed.
That is a beautiful thing, Frank. What else is happening over here on the table? You mentioned bikes get worked on over there, and then a lot of the woodworking stuff too.
Yeah, so the Kupuna Shed has the bicycle repair shop that Frank is in charge of. Then we have a full woodworking shop, and we do jewelry making also. And so the members get to do projects for themselves, or we do a lot of community projects. So we give out like picnic tables to elementary schools.
Very cool.
And potting sheds and to libraries and other areas around.
Gotcha. So this is a place where all of the men are able to gather, create, talk story. I'm curious as well.
Well, men and women.
Men and women.
That's why it's a Kupuna Shed.
The shed is for everyone, okay? What are some of the transformations that you guys see over there? Because maybe people watching right now are thinking, you know what, Bill? I love to work on some of the bikes, but they don't know a good place to start, Frank. Is it for everybody? Can we teach?
For sure.
Yeah?
Yes. We need more people to work on bikes. And if you like the idea of tinkering with bikes, a wonderful product, come on down because we're ready to teach you.
And then what about for the, is it same on the woodworking stuff?
Yes, so we
like,
take
what
it-
if you're very elementary? Can they
Yeah,
go
we
and
have
learn?
classes.
Okay.
We have required safety classes, so we take safety classes. And then we have classes on making bowls, woodworking, or making boards or boxes.
Very
which
cool.
are
And did
primary-
you guys make this one too? The ukulele?
Yes,
over
one
here?
of our members made that.
Take a look
Also,
at that. That thing is beautiful.
Koa
Very cool.
ukulele.
Okay, now
And we
Bill.
we're primarily for retired people to
Right.
socialize and be creative. But we'll take aspiring Kupuna also. So
Gotcha.
any adults are free to come down and join.
Very cool. Fred, we were talking a little bit earlier as well. You know, oftentimes when people do retire and they get power with working, sometimes it can be a challenge. It gets difficult to kind of fill your time with different experiences. How has it been welcoming in the new members, and what have you seen from the members interacting?
Right, that's really our mission, is socialization, camaraderie. The motto is shoulder to shoulder. We work together on projects, and we talk to each other, and we support each other, and consequently, as we go into retirement, it keeps us out of trouble.
I love that. Well, I'm gonna come over here and get shoulder to shoulder. Gentlemen, I want you to look out there and tell everyone, if they want to come down to the Honolulu Kupuna Shed, where do they go? What's the website?
Come over to honolulukupunashed.org to find us, and Lana Lane.
And Lana Lane. Also, the shed's gonna be moving over here in just a little bit, so for more info on that, head to HighNowDaily.com. Come on back. Shakas, fellas.
Thank you.
Shakas, fellas. a little bit about what's being seen currently at Pearl Harbor, and for people who aren't maybe familiar with octocoral and why that's so harmful.
Yeah, so the octocoral is a soft coral. It's a popular aquarium species, and it's known as the pulse coral. And while it might look really good in an aquarium, it's very harmful in the marine environment here in Hawaii.
Gotcha. And so, do we know, like, how did the octocoral end up over here in Pearl Harbor?
Yeah, so we didn't know at first that the Navy follows strict biosecurity laws and policies, and it's a popular aquarium species. And so when we started doing surveys of where it was located, we actually found 4 other very popular aquaria species all in the same area. So the experts believe that it's an aquarium release.
Gotcha. So what's currently being done in terms of the octocoral and how it's being removed right now?
Yeah, so the octocoral grows fast and it can fragment, so it can unattach and then attach to native coral species and overtake these native corals. And so we really want to remove them. So the Navy tested a couple different options. One was manual removal, and the other is using heavy-duty tarps with sandbags to smother the octocoral. And the octocoral can create a dense mat on the ocean floor. So we really want to protect Hawaii's reefs by getting rid of this species.
Absolutely, very important. And then how long, I'm curious as well, like what is the timetable for something like that? Is that like a very long, strenuous process, I imagine?
Yes, so we're in the very beginning stages of the long-term removal. It could take years for us to be able to accomplish this with the manual removal, and then the tarps, we leave them down for a little over a week. Some species take longer, so it's a big effort with divers and working with contractors to accomplish that.
Speaking of, it's what we say here in Hawaii, right? Laulima, many working hands coming together. Let's talk about the partnership between the agencies and how it's been.
Yeah, well, pulse coral, and it's called that because it does this unusual pulsing at the very ends of its tentacles. You know, it's not a common species in Hawaii. Hawaii doesn't have very many octocorals, and a lot of people were unfamiliar with it. And so the U.S. military contractors and staff weren't familiar with ways to control it. So, but there are experts in the state. Our role with the University of Hawaii is bring together these experts to help advise the Navy on what could work. So it's been a good partnership where we've been able to advise, problem solve, extend capacities. This is a very big issue, and it is very serious. It kills coral reefs.
I was just going to ask as well, if like untreated, how potentially harmful is octocoral in terms of what can happen?
We see it in Venezuela. It was introduced to Venezuela as an aquarium species released there, and it now covers more than 80% of certain reefs. And when I say covers, I mean carpets. And it kills the coral and all of the species that rely on it. And we are such ocean people here. If you can imagine that spreading across the state, we absolutely need to work our hardest and together to try to eradicate it where it is.
Absolutely. Now, how do us in the public, how do we get involved? How do we continue to support the collaboration taking place and make sure that that doesn't happen?
Yeah, well, honestly, it's very likely to be a marine aquarium release. And it's helpful for people to realize that it is illegal to import or possess these species. So folks that, have marine aquariums, please follow state laws. They're there for a reason. If you have an illegal species, like if you happen to have some pulse coral in your tank, maybe you didn't know, maybe you did, turn it in. The state has an amnesty program. You can do that by calling 643-PEST, 643-7378. Turn it in without fear of prosecution. And if you know of somebody with a tank with this stuff in it, you can call in a tip to that line.
Gotcha.
Let's all do our part.
Absolutely.
And we also want to thank the community. Because it fragments so easily, we closed kayaking and fishing, so recreational usage, because we don't want to have that fragmentation and that spread. So thanking the Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam community for observing the restrictions.
Gotcha. Well, Nicole, Christy, thank you so much. It's very important information. And for more info as well, head to our website, hinowdaily.com. We'll be right back. Thank you. We have new video from the moment Kalani Pe'a was announced as the winner of the 2025 Grammy for Best Regional Roots Music Album for his album, Kuini.
And the Grammy goes to Kalani Pe'a.
Queenie means queen. I honor the matriarchs and the matrilineal powers of the universe. My mother, my grandmothers, your mother, your grandmothers. You know, 24 years ago in high school, I said something in my yearbook that one day I'll win a Grammy. This is my 4th Grammy win as a singer-songwriter and independent artist.
We have more new exclusive video of his one-on-one interview backstage at the Grammys.
And I'm an independent artist. I own my music and my label, so I encourage indies to work hard towards that goal. Accomplish those objectives. You can be an indie artist and win 4 Grammys, like me. And the beauty about seeing this relief, I live on Maui, and so we had to deal with the wildfires. So I can relate with the people of Los Angeles. We need to work with each other, be more sustainable, and that's how we thrive in a community. That's how we thrive as Native Hawaiians from Maui who dealt with the wildfires. So I want to make sure that LA people get their communities restored, and because we're a resilient people. Los Angeles and Maui, we're connected to the Pacific Ocean. We're a resilient people of the Pacific.
The Maui musician was adorned in one-of-a-kind jewelry gifted to him by Maui Divers Jewelry.
We've got a special surprise for our dear friend Kalani Pe'a for his optimism on his 4th Grammy Award. This is a mailele wrapped in purple pearls. Here we are outside of his door. Let's hope he's here.
Aloha.
Aloha, Kalani.
Oh, aloha, hello.
How are you?
Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so beautiful, brother. Oh, and you guys wrote something in for me. Oh my gosh, you guys, good thing I'm dressed. Every other time.
Dressed to match.
Oh my gosh. It says, He Pelina Vehena Ole to Kalani with aloha from the Maui Divers Jewelry Ohana. He Pelina, a relationship that will last forever like a lei of love. Vehena Ole. I am so surprised that your staff was able to draw this out and create these pieces and mold this beautiful maile. Maile is my favorite lei in the world, and purple too, and I'm so grateful that you guys are part of my journey.
I'd like to add in one more piece. Well, the maile looks spectacular on you to match your.
Oh my gosh, brother!
The purple crown.
Oh my gosh, the Grammy Museum might want to borrow, they borrow my outfits. The Grammy Museum borrowed my 2019 award-winning outfit, my 2nd Grammy award-winning. You watch, they're going to probably borrow this, but I'm going to tell them this is the real deal. You got to make your own. But oh my goodness, no you didn't! Look at this. Look at this. Wow.
At the end of the day, Kalani Pe'a took a moment to reflect.
The awards don't define this kanaka. I'm still a local boy from Pane'ela, Hilo, Hawaii, representing our lahui, perpetuating Hawaiian language as the Hawaiian immersion graduate, and being able to give back to the community that I love.
Congratulations, Kalani Pe'a.
Wow, love that story. Always chase your dreams. Hey, back here at home, we had a chance to catch up with a local business giving back to the community. Lauren Taruya has more.
It's Patagonia's 30-year anniversary here at the North Shore Marketplace, and we're going to learn about how they've dug their roots to deeply impact this community. Come on. So this is 30 years in this marketplace. What's it been like?
It's been an adventure, and the community has really embraced us over all these years, and it's been a fun ride. Patagonia's mission statement is we're in business to save our home planet. and we really stand by that, and we really pride ourselves in our environmentalism and involving the community. Over the past 25 years of the 30 years we've been here, we've given away over $300,000 to 36 different nonprofits in Hawaii.
I think what's great about working here on the North Shore, a lot of us were born and raised here, and we want to stay here for the rest of our lives. And what's important to us is to give back to the community. So, going out onto the Kokua Learning Farm and working in the dirt, or cleaning up with 808 cleanups, or even participating with work days and volunteer opportunities that Malama Pupukea Waimea or North Shore Community Land Trust has, preserving fish ponds. For us to feel at home in this community, we want to be involved with it. And to feel like we're contributing to preserving it, I think that's really important, and it helps to solidify our feeling of a family here in the store.
Every year, Patagonia has a Aloha shirt collection. It's called Pat Aloha. And this year, it's featuring Rel Sun, the founder of this building. On the print, it has her really well-known quote, like, "You give, give, and give." If you come into the store, these are a lot of her trophies and her antiques, Hawaiiana antiques.
Patagonia isn't just about retail, they're also so much about the community. How do locals get involved in this initiative?
So Patagonia employees are given 18 hours of, it's called activism hours, every year to go out to the community and do whatever environmental or social. And so we encourage the community to come out with us and volunteer. And every month we partner with different nonprofits. And if you wanted to find out more, we have a link in our store webpage.
Well, you heard it right here. You too can be alongside everyone here at the Patagonia store, working in our islands to better the community.
Ooh. We also have the There's poke. I love this. This is delicious.
So you did yourself good, and you deserve a $10 gift card. All right, I'm going to hand this over to you. Go big here. We're going to give one to you as well.
Thank you so much.
Okay, that is what I'm talking about. I love that all of the customers here today are shopping local. So Anita, you're gonna just get yourself $10 to Foodland.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, now you just threw it down. We are joined right now by Chef Lillian Kumek, who specializes in beautiful vegan dishes, and we are very excited to have you, Chef. Thanks for being here.
Hey.
Isn't that cool?
That actually does look like a fresh piece of maki. Wow.
And then you can use it as a topping for sushi. Check out this edible gold.
Ooh.
How cool is that?
We're getting fancy now.
We are. We have to get fancy.
And 5,000 athletes from 13 states and 6 countries are now in Hawaii for the 7th Gen Trans-Pacific Volleyball Championships.
On Thursday afternoon, about 70 volleyball players and coaches from cities across the United States and Canada took a cultural excursion. They spent 2 hours at a lo'i in Waimanalo with 5 lo'i volunteers and residents and 8 team members from 7 Gen Culture.
When the sun sets in paradise, that's when things really heat up. Tonight, a cooking competition, unlike anything else in the islands. On this stove, 2 competitors will scrap it out for culinary glory. And we'll unveil our Foodland pantry, filled with local ingredients that will be featured in tonight's dishes.
It shows that I can do something creative in such a time constraint.
So I'm just grabbing things off the shelf, but then I'm thinking TikTok, flying noodles.
Oh, wait!
Oh, man.
This is it's from the Rainbow Drive-In?
From the Rainbow
Drive-In. It's my favorite.
We heard.
This is amazing. Like the...
Yes. And then, you know what? I'm not sure if you've ever had this here.
What's that?
This is their slush float.
Have you had that before?
No.
Oh
Jimmy,
my,
so
here,
that's
let me hold
another...
this for you.
Oh my God, this is so good.
Okay, yes.
Oh my God. Another chili? That is
Okay, I'm
really
going in on
good
this one
chili.
then.
Oh, well, I'm sure other people already know, but I didn't know about the chili like that.
Recently, ICANN brought in retired WWE superstar turned actor Dave Bautista, Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So he came in to speak about his time in Hollywood, and hi now, we got the exclusive. Take a look. In the world of professional wrestling, obviously now being an actor as well, how has that influenced you in this career?
I wouldn't say make this easy for me because it's been a really hard transition, but the work ethic that I picked up in the WWE, because it's such a constant grind, I go to set every day thinking I'm so happy to be here. I love this business and I'm grateful to be in.
Today's show with singer-songwriter Keshi. Welcome to the show today.
Thank you so much for having me. How are you?
I'm doing good, and thank you so much for making time to be on High
Absolutely.
Now.
I'm so excited to be able to kick off the sort of Asian leg of the tour in somewhere that is the States because it's familiar enough to me, and I feel like the love back home is different from abroad, so it's a great place to kind of get things, started.
I invited award-winning kumuhula from all over Hawaii, Seattle, Oregon to come together to share the same message, the message of love through Mele Hawaii, Ike Hawaii, and everything Aloha Hawaii.
Guylan Shimabukuro, very first champion, season 1, episode 1 of Kitchen Scraps, a brand new show we launched over here on K5, and that right there is what it's all about. Shout out to the Wing Sing Lion Dance team. Holy cow, what a way to kick off the year. Man, how do we top that? So much fun in January, but we got much more to come here in February. Thanks for watching. We'll see you folks tomorrow.